So, if you didn't see last video, here's a quick recap. Tribe, no, like, Rome. The tribes are closing in on all sides. This is the end for the Western Roman Empire. But like I said, there is still the Eastern Roman Empire. The odd nation of Eastern Rome, later renamed Byzantium or the Byzantine Empire, was the survivor out of the two Romes. By a long shot, too. The Byzantine Empire lasted 1,000 years after the collapse of the Roman Empire. So why did it collapse? And what happened to Constantinople? Hi, I'm Constantine I, and I will now be renaming our capital city to New Rome. And I'm sorry guys, but not all roads will be leading to New Rome.
Is he crazy? Oh, man, this empire's not gonna have so much for the Byzantines. Can you believe this?
Flash forward a few leaders, and Mr. Big Shot Justinian, Emperor of the Byzantines, wanted to reform Rome. The current controllers of Rome were the Ostrogoths, but through Justinian's determination, he managed to capture Rome after a year-long siege. The losses of this battle are unknown, but I'd guess that the Ostrogoths weren't willing to give up the city without a fight. So, back to Byzantium. They were mainly in the Balkans, and if you know the Balkans, there were a lot of wars, from Roman invasion to the collapse of Yugoslavia. So they had a lot of war going on over there. But at least Constantinople is safe, right? Wrong. Constantinople went through a number of sieges, dropping the city's population from 400,000 in the 12th century to only 40,000 in the 1450s. By the way, Byzantium wasn't like Rome in terms of being feared but respected. People really just didn't like them. So when the inevitable war between Byzantium and the Ottomans broke out, it was the final nail in the coffin. Sultan Murad II laid siege on Constantinople in 1422, but then a rebellion happened and he had to go deal with that. Hey, so Murad, are you ready to go siege Oh, he's dead. Hello, who the heck are you? I'm the descendant of the Ottoman throne and I'm gonna siege Constantinople. So we get more land? We get more land. Yay! With Mehmed II now in charge of the Ottoman Empire, he had one objective, and that was to finish what Murad started, taking Byzantium. Hey, Mr. Urban, I'm gonna need you to build some big guns, strong enough to bring down the walls of Constantinople. Can you do that? Okay. And so Mehmed had persuaded this Hungarian ironsmith into making the war machine that would break the already collapsing Byzantine Empire. It wouldn't be easy though. At least breaking through the walls wouldn't. The walls of Constantinople were 4 miles long and had 2 layers of ramparts and a moat. But the Ottomans had their big gun, so it was pretty evenly matched. And then it happened. Massive artillery fire on the walls as men charged into battle facing death or glory. After a few naval battles and artillery firing at the unbreakable walls, the city was completely surrounded. Hey, Pelagios! Come out here and face me like a man! Okay, be out in a second. What's up? Surrender or be annihilated. Can we just not fight? Surrender now. No. On May 29th, 1453, the first attack came. It failed. Then a second. It failed. And on the third attack, they broke through the walls. What happened next was a complete collapse of the Eastern Roman Empire. A nation built on keeping Rome alive was now gone. But there were few nations willing to call themselves the successor to Rome, including the Ottomans. This major battle was to change the face of Europe forever. The Ottoman nation had proven itself to the world, but how long would it last? For a new challenger had entered Europe, the Mongol Empire.